Well, good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Scott Manning coming from my home here in Columbus. I want to thank all my loyal viewers for tuning in out there in YouTube land here tonight. I got all the news and notes right here. I'm so glad to have everybody here, and I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it. Admitting that they made a mistake, the Minnesota Vikings changed course today and they have put Adrian Peterson on the NFL's exempt list, which basically he's barred from all team activities, which means he's basically suspended indefinitely until his child abuse case is resolved. Originally, the Vikings were going to let him play on Sunday against the Saints, but after feeling criticisms from charity partners, sponsors, and even the governor of Minnesota, the Vikings have reversed course and they have suspended Adrian Peterson indefinitely until his child abuse case is resolved. We made a mistake, and we need to make it right, in the words of Ziggy Wolf said on Wednesday, who happens to be the owner of the Vikings. And also, too, Roger Goodell, which announced Roger Goodell on Wednesday informed the league informed the team that the exemption was an option. Goodell decided to go ahead, and he received permission from Goodell to suspend him and put him on the NFL's exempt list. That's where he's standing right now with Adrian Peterson. I will have more of that at the end of the show. Hey, if you want something more upbeat about the NFL, then Sunday at 4:25, we are going to have a Super Bowl rematch. Denver plays Seattle, and Denver wants revenge after what happened in Super Bowl 48 after they got humiliated 43-8. And this will be the first time since 1997 we are going to have a Super Bowl rematch We'll have a Super Bowl rematch. The last time this happened was in 97 when Green Bay played New England. They played each other in Super Bowl 31. The Packers won 35-21. And then the following season, they beat the Patriots 28-10. So it's for the first time in 17 years, we're going to have a Super Bowl rematch. So if you need a break with everything that's been going, all the negativity, with all the domestic violence and the child abuse that has been going on in the NFL, this may be your ticket. Florida State quarterback Jameis Winston is back in the news. He has been suspended for the first half of Saturday's game against Clemson for screaming an obscene phrase at the Florida State Student Union on Tuesday. His off-the-field behavior has created a problem for the team. FSU interim president Brandon S. Stokes found his offensive and vulgar his behavior in a statement on Wednesday to announce his punishment. He has been suspended for the first half of the game against Clemson. We'll have to see how that goes, and we'll have to go from there. We'll have to wait and see. Ohio State coach Urban Meyer is standing behind indefinitely suspended defensive end Noah Spence. It includes allowing him to remain with the team while the junior waits on word of his status moving forward. Yeah, he actually practiced today, Meyer said. His ineligibility has not changed after failing a second drug test that he was due to return from a 3-game suspension after failing his first drug test. This kid, I don't know what the heck is going on with Noah Spence of Ohio State. But I'm telling you, folks, we got 10 days before we play Cincinnati. And I'm telling you, after what happened the last time, when Cincinnati almost beat us, I'm running a little scared on this one. I'm not afraid to admit it. But, we'll have to wait and see what happens. We got a bye week this week, then we got Cincinnati. Not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. We'll have to wait and see what happens from there. And I want to ask you, if there's I got something I got to tell you. If I've learned anything in college football this weekend, sometimes it's not a matter of points. It can even be a matter of inches. Case in point, if any of you watched Saturday's Georgia-South Carolina game, it was 38-35 on the scoreboard. Georgia's place kicker missed 2 field goals by about maybe 2 inches. And I got to tell you, on that 4th down play when South Carolina went forward in the 4th quarter with about a minute to go, they decided to go for it on maybe 4th and 2 inches. They got the first down by about this much. And I'm telling you, that was one of those games that could have gone either way. I mean, I was watching the ball game. I'm like, I cannot believe what I saw. And the other thing that I learned on Saturday in Big Ten Conference, you better take me seriously. I'm going to give you a memo. Don't take the MAC lightly anymore. Indiana's learning that the hard way here this week. After losing to Bowling Green on Saturday, the MAC is for real. And I'm telling you, Big Ten Conference, look out. Michigan's already learned it the hard way. They've lost to Toledo. And now Bowling Green has beat Indiana. Ohio State, look out. You may be next if you keep playing the way you are right now. I'm not sure we'll have any more MAC teams along the way, but I'm telling you, watch what you say and watch what you do, because the MAC might get you. And also, too, we're going to go on to the baseball scores, but before I do, I got to say congratulations to the LA Angels for winning the American League West. Congrats to them. They clinched it tonight after Oakland lost to Texas today. And the scores around the league are the Braves beat the Nationals 3-1. The Pirates beat the Red Sox 9-1. Miami beat the Mets 4-3. The Yankees beat the Rays 3-2. The Giants beat the Diamondbacks 4-2. The Rockies just humiliated the Dodgers today 16-2. Baltimore beat Toronto 6-1. Hey, the Indians were winners tonight over Houston 2-0. The Cubs beat the Reds 3-1. The Royals beat the White Sox 6-2. St. Louis beat Milwaukee 2-0. Minnesota was winners tonight over Detroit 8-4. The Angels beat the Mariners 5-0. Texas beat Oakland 6-1. And Philadelphia beat San Diego 5-2. So now the playoff picture starting to look. The division winners are the American League East, the NL East, and the AL East have already been decided. As it stands right now, in the American League Central, the Tigers lost tonight, but the Royals were big winners tonight. Now they are only a half game out in the American League Central. I've got a strange feeling there may be a game 163 by the time it's all said and done. It's just I got a feeling. I'm not sure. I hope I'm wrong on this, but I just want to let you know this. But also, we'll have to wait and see what happens from there. In the National League, the East has already been decided. The National League Central, St. Louis has a 2.5 game lead over Pittsburgh. And they got another series coming up here in about a couple weeks. In about a week or so, we'll have to wait and see what happens there. The Dodgers have lost 2 straight, while the Giants have won 2 straight. So they're now only 2 games back in the National League West. So as it stands right now in the wild card, Kansas City has the first wild card spot. Oakland has the 2 spot in the wild card. Seattle's 2 games out. Cleveland is only 5 games out, but I think the Indians are pretty much going to be eliminated by the time it's all said and done. San Francisco and Pittsburgh in the National League had the top 2 wild card spots, while Milwaukee is only 2.5 games out. The Brewers have gone cold since the beginning of August. They've gone on a losing slump, and I think that may have just cost them a chance to get into the playoffs. So, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And my question of the night, and I'm going to post this on my Facebook page for you folks to look at, and I would love to hear from you on this because it's been a hot topic issue. I've been thinking about everything that's been going on with Adrian Peterson. So my question of the night is: should the Minnesota Vikings terminate Adrian Peterson's contract to play football? It's a plain and simple question. And I know you probably didn't understand me, so let me repeat it one more time. I'm going to be putting this on my Facebook page. Should the Minnesota Vikings terminate Adrian Peterson's contract because of his child abuse allegations? I would love to hear from you on that. If you agree with me, or even if you do disagree with me, I don't care. I would love to hear from you. I would love to have your opinion. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Google Plus, and I'm on Facebook. So, before I close it out, I just want to let you know this program tonight is being brought to you by me and all my friends back home here in Columbus. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's also being brought to you tonight by all the friends and all of you. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I'm so glad to have you with us. So until tomorrow night, this is Scott Manning saying good night, good luck, and thank you. And I thank you, and good night.